Welcome back to episode 2 of Cooking and Crop Tops. My name is Noah. I'm a registered nurse and personal trainer, and today we are covering recipe number 2 of my latest cookbook, an egg white omelet with spinach and tomatoes. So we're gonna get started and wash our spinach, and we'll go from there. Okay, for today's recipe, it's pretty simple. Egg whites, obviously, for the egg white omelet. And then I've got some spinach to mix in as well. I think for the recipe in the book, I have for tomatoes, you can like chop them up or dice them, whatever you want. I already had canned tomatoes, so I'm just gonna drain those and use these with a little bit of black pepper. And I think that is it. I might throw in a little bit of milk as well. So, with that being said, I'm gonna do about half a cup of egg whites. And I'm using, what is the extra virgin olive oil. So I'll go ahead and do that. So I got that going. And let's see, I'm gonna put in some spinach first, get that nice and kind of wilted down. Just mixing the oil around. And I'm just gonna do about like a handful of spinach. I don't really measure it. Should be good. So I'll give that a little bit to kind of get wilted and warmed up. Okay, while the spinach is going, I'm gonna go ahead and get the tomatoes ready, drain the liquid from this. I'll probably use half of this. I was serving it as a half cup. So I probably will use just like half of this, and then the other half I'll use for my partner for his omelet. So a helpful thing to remember when we're working or trying to work with low sodium meals. So the reason you can also rinse a lot of your canned items, they're gonna have some sodium put in there to help kind of keep them fresh and preserve them. And at least I think so. Yeah, sea salt. And I did that because per serving, there's 220 milligrams and there's about 3.5 servings per can. So let's just say for easy math, 2 servings for myself today, that put it around 440 milligrams of sodium. So rinsing it does help kind of get some of that extra salt off there. Not completely, but it helps a little bit. So with canned foods, that's something to consider, is just rinsing them, giving them a good rinse with some water, and it helps lower the sodium. Okay, I just added in tomatoes, are in there with the spinach. So I'm gonna let those heat up and kind of mix together for a second. Okay, now that the tomatoes and spinach have been mixing together for a little bit, I'm gonna add in my half cup of egg whites. I'm also gonna add in a splash of milk. Okay. All right, so I've got the egg whites are added. There's the tomatoes, the spinach. I also put in some black pepper and a dash of milk. So give this eggs, really don't take that long to cook, so should be ready to flip it here in a second. All right, let's see if I can record and do this at the same time. A little broken, but that's okay. What isn't these days? So our omelet might just turn into an egg scrambled. That's okay. Still looks good. Maybe a little too many tomatoes. Okay, it actually kind of flipped in one piece. Look at that. Almost done. And I'm gonna add some salsa to mine because it tastes good. A little bit of everything. All right, first bite. It's good. All right, well, thank you for joining me on recipe number 2 of my low sodium, high protein cookbook. Stay tuned next week for recipe number 3. As always, don't give up, keep moving forward. Have a great day.